For more than 60 years, Jimmy Swaggart has been one of the most recognizable voices in Christian broadcasting. From massive crusades to weekly sermons on Sun Life Broadcasting Network, his impassioned preaching and gospel music became staples in homes across America and beyond. But now, at 90 years old, the man once known for fiery altar calls is facing a health battle more personal and more serious than any before. A life of ministry, marriage, and legacy. Born in Faraday, Louisiana, Jimmy Swaggart rose from small-town revival meetings to international fame, building a ministry empire based in Baton Rouge. Alongside him every step of the way has been Frances Swaggart, his wife of over 70 years. Known for her no-nonsense demeanor and strong faith, Frances has long been a fixture beside Jimmy, whether on stage, on their Frances and Friends talk show, or in the pulpit pews. Together, they built a ministry rooted in family. Their only son, Donnie Swaggart, followed in his father's footsteps as a preacher and evangelist, now taking on more of the ministry's day-to-day responsibilities. Donnie's son, Gabriel Swaggart, heads the youth arm of the network, preaching to a new generation while honoring the family's spiritual legacy. Through scandals, rebuilding, and decades of television ministry, the Swaggarts have remained united, both in message and in mission. The alarming silence that sparked concern. In late May 2025, loyal viewers noticed something strange. Sun Life Broadcasting began replaying old sermons from Jimmy, with no mention of where he was or why he was absent. His signature Sunday broadcasts were suddenly silent, and the phone lines at Sun Life lit up with concerned callers. Social media exploded with the hashtag #WhereIsJimmy, as fans begged for answers. Frances' sudden disappearance from her daily show only added to the mystery. For weeks, the family and ministry gave no public updates, until June 14th, when a surprise live stream from Frances Swaggart announced a major revelation. Parkinson's diagnosis and a sudden collapse. Sitting alone in a softly lit study with a Bible beside her, Frances addressed the nation with teary eyes. She revealed that Jimmy had quietly been diagnosed with early-stage Parkinson's disease, something the couple had kept private. The tremors, slowed speech, and faltering steps had already begun to show in his final televised sermons. "If I can't preach," Frances quoted him saying, "I'll pray louder in my heart." But just hours later, tragedy struck again. In the early morning hours of June 15th, Jimmy Swaggart went into cardiac arrest at home. Donnie and Gabriel immediately performed CPR until paramedics arrived and revived his heartbeat. He was rushed to the ICU, where he has remained under round-the-clock care. The family breaks their silence. On June 16th, the Swaggart family confirmed Jimmy's hospitalization and critical condition. Since then, Donnie Swaggart has taken to social media daily, updating followers through Facebook and Instagram. In his most recent post, dated June 22nd, Donnie said the family is in a holding pattern, explaining that while Jimmy is stable, there has been no major improvement. "We ask for continued prayer," Donnie wrote, "and we're still believing for a miracle." He also urged supporters to respect the family's privacy, asking fans not to flood the church with calls. Ministry pages continue to serve as the official source for updates, prayer requests, and messages of support. The weight of a lifetime and what comes next. For many longtime viewers, this health battle brings back painful memories of Swaggart's earlier scandals in 1988 and 1991, events that nearly destroyed his career. But Jimmy rebuilt, tearfully, publicly, and faithfully. That redemption story made his ministry even more powerful to those who stuck by him. Now, the question of succession looms. Donnie already leads many Sunday services, while Gabriel carries the youth mission. Although no formal succession plan has been revealed, all signs suggest that the Swaggart legacy will remain in family hands, just as Jimmy would have wanted. As fans light candles, post memories, and flood social media with "Pray for Jimmy Swaggart," it's clear that this moment has become bigger than one man's illness. It's a spiritual call to unity, a reminder of what Jimmy stood for: grace, faith, and second chances. Frances' final words in her live stream on June 14th still echo, "The darker the valley, the closer God walks beside you." Whether Jimmy preaches again or simply becomes the quiet heartbeat behind a global movement of prayer, one truth remains: his life, his message, and his faith continue to speak, even in silence.